Honest JB here, and it's a long time since I've done a video like this, where I've had to rant and rave and things like that, probably since August. But in recent weeks, I mean, a couple of months ago, we'd gone fourth. Burnley had gone fourth. We'd beaten Stoke and gone fourth in the table to go into a Champions League spot, and it was our best. It was turning into what would be our best season since 1975. Now, it could still be that way if we actually had done something and pulled out some more than, two players we got in the transfer window. What is going on at Burnley right now? Now, before Christmas, we had a tough run of fixtures. Next month or so, we had to play Tottenham, Manchester City, Liverpool, Man United, all that sort of thing. Played City twice. We lost them to them in the FA Cup controversially. And all that game. But there were also winnable games against Huddersfield Town, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, and today at Swansea. And out of those 4 games, we took, out of possible 12 points on offer, we took a paltry 2 points from those 4 games out of 12. Now that, in my opinion, against those teams, and half those teams are fighting even to stay in the division, is not good enough. What's gone wrong? I can accept getting beat off by bigger teams like Man United and Liverpool and Man City a couple of times and whatever, right? No problems with that. Okay, whether it's controversial or not, no problem, because these are not the results that will define our season. Results against teams like Huddersfield and Swansea are the be-all and end-all, and we have not done it. It's not good enough. I mean, Dodge can hide behind the injuries and such like, but that doesn't wash with me. We should have had the squad. We should have had a lot more depth in the squad available to us to make inroads this season. Now we've lost Chris Wood, for example, to injury. Now we had 3 strikers, Ashley Barnes, Sam Vokes, and Nahki Wells. Now, Nahki Wells, I am absolutely convinced he was not the right signing at the time when we signed him. I knew it was a panic signing from Dyche because he was after somebody with pace, and now he's panicked buying and he's bought Nahki Wells. Nahki Wells is not good enough at Premier League level. He's good at Championship level. He's good at League One level. They're his levels, not the Premier League. He is simply put it, not good enough. Sam Vokes, he's been found out. Ashley Barnes, the front 3 we've only got 6 goals between us. You know, we sold Andre Gray. Okay, he's not hit it off at Watford and all that sort of thing. And you know, to be fair, Karma is a bitch. Let's be fair. But we lost our pace when he went, which makes Smeg Claret's rant even more. Which makes Smeg Claret's rant at the end of the window more of a reality check, really, because you know there's value to it because we have missed him badly. I mean, Chris Wood's done well since he's come in here. He's got 4 goals and he's done well, but he's been injured. But if we'd have kept Andre Gray as well on top of that, I don't think we would have had much problems. In certain games, we haven't had the rubber of the green with decisions. I get that. We haven't even had a penalty all season when we could have had one at Huddersfield. But that's not, again, you can't just keep blaming referees and stuff like that for what has gone wrong. Now, this January, we've tried to strengthen on this wingers side. We've got Aaron Lennon, which I think for the money we've paid for him, very little money, but we've got a quality player in. I don't know how much he's going to cost you in wages, but I'm sure it's a pretty penny. I get that, okay? We've got this in Kundu from Tottenham on loan. He looks a promising good young player. I think he'll do well for us if he starts. But he keeps using his favourites, doesn't he, Mr. Dyche? We just haven't got enough depth in our squad at the moment. Kevin Long is not good enough. He's not good enough as a centre-back. He was to blame for the Newcastle goal the other week. Luckily, we got out of jail with that one. It's just not good enough. Today against Swansea, he was all oofball. 4-4-2. I thought, okay, he's got an attacking Dyche. You may as well go for it. This is a team, and this is no disrespect to Swansea, they are on a good run, but at the wrong end of the table, they're like a shambles of a side. They've lost, there's 2 key players out for injury, and you're thinking, wow, this is probably the best time even to play Swansea. I didn't take the 8-1 winning against Notts County in the FA Cup seriously because I thought, well, it's Notts County, it's League Two. They're not a great side, are they? I mean, coming up against a team like Swansea. So I never took that result as serious, really. And it's not as if we've had the same time to recuperate like Swansea. They've had a game in midweek. We've had extra days to prepare. We've had 7 fucking goddamn days to prepare for this. And we looked absolutely knackered. And then don't get me started on the January window. Oh, right, so he brings in Nkundu and Lennon. Fair enough. Great signings. Good signings. But not enough of them. Not enough. We needed a striker. Because evidently Vaux has been found out. Barnes has been almost certainly found out. In fact, he keeps away too many 3 kicks when he's challenging. And Naki Wells, as I've said before, is League One, maybe Championship at best. He's not good enough, evidently not good enough for the Premier League. Although Bradford or Huddersfield fans will probably tell you different. But in my opinion, he's not Premier class. Right, let's get that absolutely straight. I'm sorry, Naki Wells is just simply not good enough. We needed a new striker. We needed another centre-back to cover. We got neither of them. Now what has Dash been up to? It's all well and good signing Tarkovsky for 4.5 years. That's great. That's a great contract to sign. But he's no good to us when he's out the team, injured. We need a decent cover. Kevin Long is simply not good enough! Neither is Scott Arfield. And another thing. So he should have strengthened a bit more in the summer. Mike Garlick's turned around in an interview early last month saying, oh, well, we've got money to spend. We'll give it Dash and he'll spend it. Well, is that a lie? Are the lies coming from the boardroom? Something's going on. Something is fucking going on here. Now, people will say to me, why are you ranting on, JB? You're 7th in the league with 36 points. That's not the point. We haven't won in 10 games, and we should have taken more points from those teams, from your Swanseas, from your Crystal Palaces and all that jazz, because those were the games we needed to win. Doesn't matter if we lose against Manchester United or Manchester City or Liverpool or whatever, or Tottenham or Arsenal or whatever. Those games are not the be-all and end-all for us. The games against Swansea and Crystal Palace and Newcastle, they're the ones we should be bloody well winning! And we haven't! 2 points out of a possible 12 from those 4 games, if for a team in our position, it's not good enough! And don't get me started about the substitutions as well. Today, waited until the 70th minute to make a substitution, and then he makes an absolute balls of it. He takes off our best player, Aaron Lennon, the man that was actually causing Swansea problem upon problem, crossing balls in, whipping them for pace. He takes them off. Who does he bring on? Scott fucking Arfield! A man that should have gone last frigging summer. It's a joke. An absolute joke. And Arfield did naff in 20 minutes. Lennon did more in 70 minutes than Arfield did in 20. Arfield needs to go. Barnes wasn't good enough today, I thought. His distribution and his final product was poor. Vaux was non-existent. Henrik has been a liability the last few weeks. And don't get me started on Phil Bardsley. Why was he even in the team in the first bloody place? Soon as Lawton was fit, right, on your way, you're out. He was culpable for the Palace defeat. Let's not forget that. And I know he's injured and I know he's struggling at the moment. But I really do hope and pray that Scott Arfield, not Scott Arfield, sorry, I didn't mean that. That Phil Bardsley never ever plays for Burnley again. because he's simply not good enough. He's too old. He's too lethargic. He's awful. He's horrible, and he's helped give away so many cheap goals in recent weeks. It's unbelievable. Thankfully, Lawton's back in the side now. We look a little bit more of a better balanced side, but that still doesn't make it right. We've missed some big tricks this season. A season that has promised so much. We've probably overachieved. Okay, we were fourth at one point. We're probably getting delusions of grandeur. There is a reality to it. I do get that. But it's a complete frustration when you've gone 10 games without a fucking win. We are probably the worst formed team in the Premier League right now. I don't even know when the next point's going to come from. We've got a 2-week break because we've stupidly been knocked out of the FA Cup by some dodgy refereeing at Manchester City. So we've got a 2-week break to prepare for Southampton. We need to win that game. I mean, we'll stay up, we'll win that game, right? I'm not saying the season's turned into a complete crisis, but I'm getting frustrated now. A season that has promised so much is now turning into an absolute farce because of the lack of ambition shown by Dyche and the board to get extra quality bodies in to compete for places for the team. It's just the same old bullshit every week. I don't mind if we're, it's all right. It's not against Manchester City or Manchester United I've got the issue with. It's our attitude when we're going to games against Crystal Palace or Newcastle or Swansea. That's what I've got the issue with. I've no issues the way we played against Man City last week. I thought we played well, deserved a point, probably should have had all three on another day. But, that's, swings and roundabouts. But today against Swansea, we looked appalling. So, there is a lack of cover everywhere. Kevin Long not good enough. Phil Bardsley not good enough. Barnes and Vaux have been well and truly found out. And people like Scott Arfield and Naki Wells need to go because they're just not good enough. We're a Premier League outfit, and yet we're still trying to do it on. We've got 170 million coming into the club, and we're still trying to budget on. We're still trying to shop at Tesco's, where we should be shopping now a little bit more at Harrods. It's getting hard to compete, I know, but have a bit of ambition. We're in 7th place, and we've not won in 10. We're lucky, really. We've got the points we've already got on the board. Because I tell you what, if we'd have had 25 points, we'd be in a relegation battle now. We still might be because we're not mathematically safe yet. We need another 4 points. But I just simply don't know where the next points are going to come from. We need to win against Southampton. Otherwise, the season isn't worth it. It's not really worth it now we're out of 4 fucking cups. Because I want to see us win some silverware. I know it's unrealistic sometimes, but that's as a support, I demand my team to win a bit of silverware. It would be lovely if Burnley could win some silverware, but it won't happen this year. And yet I've got people like Des Bentley saying, well, we're making history. Are we fuckers making history? The only way a club makes history is he wins trophies and silverware. Not finish 7th. Yeah, we're going to make a few £100 million in prize money. Whoopie-doo! Great for Burnley, great for the football club, great for the coffers, great we could go out and spend a few quid on more players next season. Brilliant. Well, why should we have to wait till next season? It should have been done in January! And I want to know why it wasn't. I want to know what David Bowen's role in all of this. He's supposed to be the chief executive. Is he Lee Who's in disguise? Oh, I'd like to. I don't know. But it's not good. It's not very good at all. And I'm absolutely sick of it. Absolutely sick of it. Burnley and its board need to wake up and smell the coffee and realise that the team needs strengthening above anything else on this pitch. Absolutely disgraceful. That's all I've got to say. All I'm saying on this now, it's getting ridiculous. No winning 10. We're lucky to be 7th at the moment. We should be in a relegation battle the way we're going about it at the moment. I know people will say you're overreacting and all that, but it gets frustrating when you haven't won in 10 games. And 4 of them, against sides, you should really be taking points off. just boggles the mind. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. I will be putting FIFA videos back on. I will be commentating very soon. Hopefully I'll do the Second City Derby tomorrow for your listening pleasure. But tonight I'm just in a very foul mood, because as a Burnley fan it's getting a little bit frustrating and I'm pig sick about it right now. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you weren't offended by anything about my rant. I had to shout because I had to get some anger out today. Okay, so I appreciate that. But anyway, take care. I'll see you later.